Hey Mike, I'll be right there.
No problem.
Hey Mike, you hear me okay?
Yep, sound good.
Oh good. I tried to get into the session and for some reason the computer was having some issues and then it said it had to repair itself, so never ending.
Yeah, it was kind of awkward when I got in too. The computer was doing funny things.
Oh okay, maybe I'm not alone. You know, I think it had to do with the new the video card driver. I updated the video card driver that NVIDIA put out, and yeah, just seemed really weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Mine probably needs updating, but I don't know where to go to do it.
Usually I just launch the NVIDIA app and it'll tell me and I just do the express installation, but sometimes you're better off avoiding it until it completely forces you to do it. But that's the thing too, sometimes you don't know when it's gonna force you, right? Could be right before a race. Those were some good emails you sent to Oliver there. Good job.
Yeah, he sent one back to me and sounded a little confused.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah, I should forward it to you.
Yeah, go for it.
That's a new fastest lap for Ord, 1:33.8.
I mean, I understand if he's got to get some things together or take a break, you know, to take care of some things, but I don't know. Hopefully he can join us on Mondays. Or I told him to join us here in TeamSpeak in our room if he wants to chat, so.
Yeah, I sent him a text to that number, but never heard anything back either. Here, I'll see if I can forward that email to you.
Okay. No problem, no rush. Whatever works. How's practice going so far for you?
I did an out lap and back in.
Oh, okay. Well, this is going to feel like a long weekend with a 12-hour and then having this race on Monday.
I would imagine.
Pit exit's clear.
Okay, I sent you, forwarded the email to you that I got returned.
Okay, thanks. I'll read it here in a little bit.
He evidently has crew chief, and that confuses him.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Confusing.
It can work well once you get it set up, right?
133. Fastest lap for board 133.4. Mind these track limits, please head.
Man, I don't even know what to do with the setup here.
Can't help you there.
I know. I'll figure it out. I think I gotta warm up the tires more.
Track limits, this lap will be deleted.
Boy, this is gonna be another tough track.
Yeah, it is.
Especially for 90 minutes.
Got it out for all of us.
That's what it feels like this season.
I can't keep it on the track.
Yeah, I've been off several times already. Did you see the GT challenge?
I saw about 2/3 of it.
Okay.
Yellow flag.
They seemed a little premature with the full course yellow, I thought.
Yeah. I agree. Probably didn't have to come out, huh?
Although there were plenty of cars that were going off.
Yeah, but it wasn't like too bad on blocking people or taking more people out,
Yeah, the track wasn't that blocked.
right?
Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace. B2, that's your quickest lap. Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.5 off the pace. Sector 3 times okay. That lap was a 134.3.
I'll check that email when I'm done with this fuel tank, okay?
Sure, that's fine. If I don't die before that.
Man, people are going to be going off here quite a bit, I think. It's going to be a crazy race. And for 90 minutes,
God, I can't keep it on the track. I hope I don't have to teach anybody tonight.
That's when you just switch to saying, so this is what you don't do.
Wrong chat, my bad.
You're now 2.6 seconds.
Albert, just excuse me. What are you talking about, boy?
1.4 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.5 off the pace.
None of your
Sector 3
B's
is
now,
0.7 off the pace.
That was my good
136.0.
Nice. I was wondering where you were going.
I'm just using the baseline right now.
Ah, okay. Wonder if,
Sector 1 is 0.8 off the pace.
I don't know if you want more camber here or less. More toe out in the front and a little toe in. Toe in the rear. Or maybe just unhook the sway bar and make the front one kind of small.
Sector 1 is 0.8 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace. Sector 3 time is fast. That lap was at 134.7. Okay, Ed, you've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining. Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace. You're currently 1.3 off the pace. Sector 3 time is quick.
Te queda combustible para 5 vueltas.
Sector 1 is 0.3 off the pace. You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 2. P2, that's your best lap in this session. That puts you 0.2 off the pace. Sector 3 time is quick. Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace. Okay, Ed, you need to watch the track limits.
If you see very long slide marks on the pavement, those were all mine, every one of them.
I'm out here mowing the lawn. Man. It's like if you miss a braking point just by a little bit, it can get so ugly. Turn 1 I always struggle with too, judging that. I'm finding that if I brake just a little earlier, it's a lot easier.
Alright, Ed, we estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining. Sector 2 is 0.4 off the pace.
Of course, my foot and brain don't seem to remember that.
Yeah, it's amazing how you get into a habit and it's hard to break.
Oh yeah, that's me right there. Totally.
That puts you 0.6 off the pace.
Tienes combustible como para 2 vueltas.
Sector 1 is 0.2 off the pace. minutes. They'll invalidate this lap. Okay, Ed, we're running on fumes, mate. Hit this lap, in this lap. You've got 1 gallon left.
Te queda combustible para una vuelta.
Watch your speed limit in the pits. Box in, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
Well, I don't feel too bad. I guess I'm not too far off the times.
I see smoke. Is that you or somebody in front of you?
Oh, somebody was just peeling out in front of me. I think it was Elvis taking off.
Okay.
I'm gonna check that email right now.
Listo, dale.
Oh man, that sounds, I don't know. That email is kind of
strange.
It is. I mean, if you hold your line, you should be fine with either person passing you on the left or the right.
Exactly.
But then to say it's their problem if we all end up in the guardrail, I mean, well, you could be the cause of it too. If you're
Exactly. I agree with you.
At least the issue I saw at Barber was way too much of a slowdown in speed in the middle of the S, where Bobby just couldn't go anywhere and slammed into the back of him when he expected him to probably keep his speed up and track out.
Yeah.
Then Bobby would have gone through and been on the right hand side of him. And the thing with Arrow at Interlagos, it looked like Oliver was going to be on the outside of the start of the S at turn 1. and then Arrow was going to the inside, which is the left, for turn 1, and then Oliver and Arrow ended up connecting, as I think Oliver started coming back towards the left. So, tricky situation, but when you slow down that much, the car behind you has to get around.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
where else to go?
Right. You can't just slow down that much in those S's or things like that. And yeah, I mean, I get it. The crew chief tells you something, and you look in the mirror, and the car's right there. But you should anticipate before that by looking at the relative. I wouldn't rely on crew chief completely. I would rely on the relative more than crew chief. Crew chief is more like a backup,
Exactly.
Even the crew chief on iRacing.
I don't know if he's got triples or single monitor at a desk
Right.
or what he's got, but
Right.
that can make a difference too, as much as you can see.
And out here where it says that he's doing his line, that he's turning in, but the Audi guy puts his car between me and the grass. Well, then
he shouldn't have turned in.
Yeah, I agree. If the car's there, you don't turn in. You hold your line or even back off completely. You don't want to get run over.
Yeah, costs you a lot more to get run over.
I agree. If the car's already there, and it's a faster car, you're not going to slow down that faster, heavier car more than what you are. And I got to say, like, there's some situations when the turns were closing up that I would have to get on the binders real hard, and just before locking up, and I let the Mazda go, because I wasn't fully positioned there. I might have had maybe a bumper to his rear bumper. So at that point, I figure I'm the one that should back out. But if you've already got half a car in there and the Mazda tries to turn in, you know what's going to happen.
Yep. Contact.
Yeah, exactly. All right, I'm going to go out there again. Did you try any setup changes?
Not really. Just using the baseline. That after the tires warm up, it's not too bad, but
yeah. I think the baseline is good pretty much everywhere, and all I hear people talking about is either unhook the bar or leave it on, depending what you like. Here, I mean, you kind of want some stiff shocks, but you also kind of want some give, so it's kind of a hard trade-off. Because you kind of want it to ride the curb somewhere at some places, right? You need to kind of cut over the curbs.
Yep.
So I don't know if maybe a smaller front sway bar and an unhooked sway bar would help, but then again, sometimes that can get you in trouble too. Too much droop on the tires.
Front sway bar is firm. I'm going to try medium, see what that does, and it's unhooked in the back already.
Okay. Yeah, good idea. All right, I'm going to go out for a couple laps on a full tank.
There's a car approaching. Don't cross the white line. Watch your mirrors.
Hey, Chris.
Lado izquierdo.
Hey, Edgar.
Despejado.
Checking out my beach over there, huh?
Your beach? I've been in there quite a bit.
I'll let you take ownership then.
Actually, I don't think I've taken that corner yet without getting on the beach.
Man, you have to be so smooth with both of these cars now. I'm just not smooth with the pedal inputs.
Sector 3 is a tenth off the pace. Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.4 off the pace. Sector 3 time is fast.
Looks like everybody's connecting in here now.
Yeah, all of a sudden I see a lot of names.
You're currently 0.9 off the leader's pace. Sector 1 is 0.4 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.7 off the pace. Sector 3 time's okay. Sector 1 time is good. Watch the track limits, please Ed.
I'll be right back. I got a call. Okay, thanks for letting me know. No, I'm just practicing. Yes, for sure.
There's a car approaching. Stay behind the white line.
Lado derecho. Despejado a la derecha.
It exit is clear.
Hey everyone, I shared my setup. Enjoy. Thanks, DJ.
Thanks, DJ Alessandrini. Real MVP. Microphone check.
Mike's not here.
You need to watch the track limits. The guy behind has just
We got a copy.
134.1.
Thank you, Kevin. How's everyone doing tonight?
Well, giving my computer a test here after working on it the last couple of days, see if I can get this thing to work.
You gotta contact Bill 9 the Science Guy there, Kevin.
I hope you got it working, man.
Oh, thanks, Edgar. Yeah, I hope so.
So how was everybody's race Monday? Everyone have a good race?
You were in the race, weren't you, Elvis?
Yeah, I was.
It looked a bit busy on the broadcast.
Yeah, I watched it back and it was confusing. I'll tell you what, I did not have a handy camper in my compound.
Uh-oh.
Someone was not impressed with the broadcast.
You're now 0.9 off the pace. Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.3 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.1 off the pace. Sector 1 is 0.3 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.3 off the pace. The guy behind has just done a 133.8.
Edgar, are you there?
Sectors 1
Yep.
and 2 are 0.3 off the
Yeah, I
pace.
had to
Sector
quickly,
3 time is fast. Your
well,
lap time was
she's in a snowstorm 10 minutes
133.6.
from the hotel, and she can't get any traction at all. Having a hard time getting there.
Oh no. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, nothing I can do. I'm hundreds of miles away.
Right. It's a few hours, isn't it?
Yeah, more than that, but 6. So,
Well, is she able to go back to the hotel then, or?
well, that's what she's trying to do. But
Oh
she's
man.
Sector 1 is 1.4 off the pace.
just afraid of an accident.
Right. Well, is it still snowing, or?
It's still snowing. She can't even get up an incline.
Oh geez. That's not good.
No, not at all. So if you see me suddenly disappear,
Yeah, no problem, Mike. No problem. Keep me posted though, but hopefully she can at least pull over.
Sector 2 is a second off the pace.
I just worry that she'll get stuck there.
or that, or she'll get hit by somebody else who doesn't know what they're doing.
Right. How far away from the hotel did you say she was?
10 minutes.
Okay.
10 minutes away. She said
Well,
it'll probably take me a half hour at least if I get lucky.
yeah, that's what's so hard about the snow.
You're now 3.2 seconds off the pace.
Mm.
I don't know. She's a nervous wreck and she's tired, dealing with her mother, and then this is just...
Yeah, all that compounds together. It's not a good recipe. Hopefully you can get her calmed down.
That's what I told her. I said she's got to calm down first before she tries to keep going.
Sector 1
Right.
is 0.3.
Yeah, because it's hard when you don't have control of anything, but you gotta get it together, right?
Yeah, she's got to use hand control. She can't use the gas pedal.
Yeah, that's gotta be tough in itself.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, always something.
Sector 2 is 0.6
Well, eventually
off the
things will
base.
calm down for you guys, I know. Hopefully not much longer, but it's hard.
I texted Oliver on that phone number, and I told him I would be on between 7:30 and 8:30 his time. So it's not 8:30 yet.
Yeah.
The leader's just done it.
He's up on it,
133.0.
he doesn't show up.
Yeah, I mean, we can't, I'm not gonna hold out too long for him, you know?
P3, that puts you 0.9 off the pace. Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace. Sector 2 time is quick.
I mean, we're
Sector
here to
3 is
help, but it can
0.3
only go
off the
so
pace.
far.
Your lap time was at 133.8. Got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
I have a feeling that, you know, that email, it kind of gives you that vibe of people that first start racing.
Yep.
Like, it's my corner, I was there first, you know?
Yeah.
Sector 1
frankly,
is
the way it
1.4
sounds,
seconds
there's
off the
no right
pace.
being in this league.
Yeah. And, you know, I mean, when you first join iRacing, you notice a lot of that. You notice a lot of that. Go ahead.
I mean, if he would get in this session, then I would just observe him and see how he does. You know. Get
Well,
to see-
yeah.
I mean, I haven't been around.
And the thing is, I haven't really seen him much in the practices.
Sector 2 is 0.2 off the pace.
Yeah.
You know, that's where people are willing to work with you and be lenient at the practices.
Yeah. I
You can learn so much. But when instead of analyzing things and just saying, well, it's the guy's fault because we end up in the guardrail, that's kind of loaded already, you know, with the judgment.
That's pretty common first thing to
Sector
do.
1 is 1.4 off the pace. Sector 2 is 2
Yeah.
tenths off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace.
Then you go back, look at the replay, and you go, uh-oh.
Right, right. I mean, yeah, that can be the initial reaction, but yeah, you look at a replay and it can be different.
Te queda combustible como para 5 vueltas.
Alright Ed, we need to watch these track limits.
I mean, I remember rookies, you know, when you first get into iRacing, people would just dive bomb and claim the corner. Or you get those you get those late dive bombs and they say, oh, well, my nose was in there. Well, yeah, you came from about 4 or 5 cars back diving in.
Yeah, I watched that Mazda Cup race he was in.
Right, right.
I mean, 70% of the field was going off the track.
Yeah, and I get the feeling, I wouldn't doubt if some of the guys that were in that race were in the practice and qualifying that we had, because you saw some of those guys, the moves they were doing.
Yeah.
Did you see I uploaded the points?
No, I didn't look yet.
And basically gave 1 point for a top qualifier, and then winner got 15, P2 got 14, and so on. I did give a 2-point reduction to Eddie. I don't know if that's maybe too harsh, but after looking at the incident, It was almost like he used Evan's rear bumper for a brake to aid his braking, and then he smacked into him again, you know? Where normally if you tap somebody in the rear, you kind of back off. And I think there's plenty of space at Andretti hairpin.
The guy behind has just done a 133.9. Sector 2 is 0.5 off the pace.
Yeah, we're
You're
supposed to
currently
get 5
1.7 off the leader's pace. Sector 3
Oh,
times
wow.
okay.
That's quite a bit.
And of course, she's planning on coming home Saturday or Sunday.
Oh man, that's crazy. You guys are brave. I'd probably wait a day. Yeah, that's pretty brave. Hopefully it lets up a little bit when she's on the way home.
There's
I
5
hope
minutes
so.
of fuel left. You've gone outside of track limits there.
What she's getting down there now, we're not getting here at all.
Oh, okay. But in a couple days you will, right?
Yeah, different storm.
Okay. Which way are the storms traveling over you?
The ones that we'll get on Sunday from the west, the one she's getting is the one coming up from the southwest, Texas and Oklahoma.
I see.
I guess Oklahoma City got 5 inches of snow.
Oh, wow. That'd be Lyndall and Kevin, huh?
Yeah. And western Texas got snow.
Wow. Always seems weird to me to think that Texas is getting snow.
Sector 1 is 0.4 off the pace.
Yeah,
Flat
people in
with caution.
Texas think it's weird too.
Sector 2 time is good.
Man, Brandon just came off the track in front of me. I had a good lap going.
Sector 1 is 0.4 off the pace.
Now I'm out of
Sector
fuel.
2 time is okay. Sector 3
Damn it.
is 2.1 off the pace. That was 135.3. Very
That's
little fuel
frustrating.
left. Come into the pits at the end of this lap. Box this lap.
Oh well.
What you gonna do?
Yeah, nothing, I guess. Not much I can do right now. Oh, he's running 132.9, so I'm at a 133.2. By that time, I probably could have been in the 32s. I'm sure I'll be in the back, but that's fine. Seems easier for me getting through traffic that way. Less incidents.
Well, I think we'll both be in the back for this one.
Yep. Which I don't mind. They can take each other out all they want up front. Make crazy passes. It's a long race anyway. I'll be right back. I gotta go get some fish out of the freezer.
Okay.
Whoa, hold on to her, Brandon. Oh, what a save. Wow.
Cold eyes.
Boy, I should say. Take the inside, brother. Well, these things are pretty close around here, aren't they?
It takes like 4 or 5 laps for me to get warm tires. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts. I love multi-class racing. Oh, woohoo, whoa.
You get some snow down there, Kevin?
Oh, yeah. Somebody ordered that for us. Was that you, Mr. Key? About 5 inches, 6 inches here.
Yeah, that's what I heard. My wife's down in South Bend, Indiana, dealing with it right now.
Oh, no kidding. Oh, how funny. She can't get away from it, can she? Oh, hold on to her. Go. I'll tell you what, I got to give you guys credit for that Mazda. I drove that thing earlier this afternoon, tested my computer, and first time I've driven it with the new tire model. Drove it at Lime Rock. Man, is that just an unbelievable difference with that tire. Well done.
Yeah, she's a handful.
Well, you guys just can't quite get position there. Huh, Brandon? I think that might be wise for some of us to let you guys by right there on that exit.
I can't talk and drive at the same time, I swear. Yeah, no, I could have gotten in on the inside of you, but I didn't really want to do that because I knew you were going to have to come over.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. Yeah, I was just curious if you were able to get, you know, inside that quarter panel there at all. It was close. I'm just wondering if it would be wise for us to take a wider line there and let you guys go by.
There's traffic behind, take care.
coche lento adelante.
Sorry if I scared you, Edgar.
Oh, no worries. I was hoping you were going to hang on to it. Would have been a hell of a save.
I was trying.
Well, this is going to be brutal for 90 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, whose idea was that? Where's Jeff?
I see. It's all Jeff.
He's always at fault when he's not present.
Lado izquierdo. Despejado.
Sorry if that was too aggressive, Mike. Just wanted to try to see what happens.
You're fine.
Thank you.
Should we invite Kevin down to our room for a minute and just let him know what's been going on?
I was thinking about that. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Yeah, feel free to invite him. I can meet you in the pits here in this next lap.
Hey, Kevin, when you come into pits, could you drop down into our Frito Sport TeamSpeak room for a minute?
Watch the track limits, please.
Copy. That'll be down there in just a moment.
I'll meet you there now. I just went off track.
The track temperature is falling. It's now 74 Fahrenheit.
Boy, that was so hopefully I didn't screw you up too much there trying to get around there on the inside.
No, you were good. I was
Okay, good.
neat pass.
Okay, thank you. But see, that's the thing. It's like there's not going to be much time in some of those three corners that are right-handers like that. So that'll be interesting to see, you know, because if we try to do that, then the car will push out, and then we're off in the grass and hopefully not hitting a wall coming back onto the track.
Yeah, I can see some tempers flaring again.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think I'm going to try my passes in obvious places, you know, straightaways, and then that hairpin, what is it, turn 2? That goes, it's almost like a hairpin, right? At the top of the hill there after Paddock Hill Bend.
Yeah, real tight one at the top there.
Yeah, maybe positioning the car on the outside, passing on the outside, and then I'd be set up on the inside for the left-hander, turn 3. But you know, the back half of the track, that's gonna be the tricky one because it's such high speeds that any issue, you know, car will get loose.
Good afternoon, guys. How are we?
Oh, we're pretty good.
Good.
Edgar and I have both made numerous attempts to get Oliver Hartley to join us for sessions, and you know, so we could spend time with him.
Yeah.
And we have been unable to get him to join us.
Oh, really?
He says he will, but he never shows up. One time he said he fell asleep. He evidently lost his job recently.
Yeah, 20 years.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean we can understand that one, but you know, before that it was hard to just be in touch with him and have him join us, you know. And we had that session on Monday too, and we were hoping to see him there. But yeah.
Okay. Well, we've certainly reached out with welcoming arms. I mean, you guys have gone above and beyond to, you know, to invite him. What I would do at this point is maybe just go ahead and keep inviting him to the session. Just let him know that it's going to be up, and just leave it at that. You know, if he happens to make it, gets back engaged, maybe over the last couple of weeks things were maybe on a bit of a pressure cooker with his job, and that ended up, you know, falling apart, I guess, 3 or 4 days ago. So there may have been some distraction there.
Yeah.
But you know, my next concern is obviously his ability to, you know, to continue to position himself a little more comfortably in our series.
Yeah.
Yeah, and and we have, we put together a collection of videos that we've found on YouTube, and also from other, statements from other leagues as far as how to conduct yourself in traffic, and we've been passing those along, hoping that helps, and so I mean, we've been trying to support them, even when we can't meet up with them.
Absolutely. Yeah, you guys have been great. I mean, I can't thank you enough for reaching out and bringing him into, or at least opening the door for him to have the opportunity to come out and get some good laps with you guys. Just turning laps together, just bumper to bumper. I mean, just that alone is just great practice for him. He needs traffic experience, really, is what he needs.
Right, and I mean, we've all been there. I know when I first joined you guys, it took me a bit to acclimate to the series, and I had some help, and I feel much better now. I mean, I still have my issues, but it's
we all do, trust me.
yeah. So it takes time, but some of the things we've noticed too is when we try to explain some things is that kind of that rookie mentality of like, well, I'm turning in, it's my corner. But there's a certain gauge to that, right? Where where the car is positioned, right? If the car is halfway alongside, go ahead.
Email, and I said to him, for those who get lapped or even repassed by any of the faster class cars or your class leaders, please do not race them. Maintaining your line and drive your race, etc. But do not use their draft and try to repass and race a leader or front runner who just passed you. You can assist in their pass if you can by slight lift of the gas. Then tuck in, follow, use their draft to pull you forward if you want, but don't race them and try to repass. Braking, if there is a train of cars heading into a corner and you are not the lead car, expect to brake a little sooner than you.
I had to update a Chevy truck in order to get in here. It said update required.
Very well said. Very
driving
well said,
underneath the pass at corner.
Yeah, it's probably something just to do with iRacing.
You were able to get fully alongside.
I had that as well, Greg, so no need to be alarmed.
Allow the other car to have the corner. And his reply was rather confusing. He said, the thing I don't understand is that crew chief says a leader is approaching. I see the mirror and it seems that he is coming in the light of speed. I'm on the right side of the track and start turning into turn, doing my line, but the Audi guy puts his car between me and the grass. If I turn a little too much, I bumped him. A little too less, I'll probably put in trouble the guy that is pursuing the first one and is passing me on the left. I'm doing okay. Is there a problem if we all end up in the guardrail?
Well, he kind of said that it was the other guy's fault if we all end up in the guardrail. But but I remember Bobby saying too that the Audi's so quick that. And for me, I use crew chief, and I can't rely on just crew chief. I got to keep an eye on relative, because by the time you hear something by crew chief, either whether it's iRacing or the crew chief app, the car's next to you.
Yeah, they're there. Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to anticipate. I think if you're on a straight, you have to anticipate which cars are going to be on you at the corner.
Exactly. There's a lot more that goes on than just looking out that windshield and making sure you're hitting your marks.
Yeah. Yep. That's right.
Yep. Yeah, well, very well said, guys. I appreciate the update greatly because it just helps me be aware of where we're at, and if I can encourage him a little bit, maybe I'll ask him, have you been able to make any of the practices with the guys? That really is a great thing for you to do. Those guys will work with, maybe I can just kind of push him a little bit.
And
it's been, two Mondays now that he hasn't made it?
Well, yeah, we waited for him one week just to meet with him, and then we had a race on Monday when you guys were doing GT Challenge. We had a 70-minute practice, 45-minute race, and he didn't make it there, but I can host also on Saturdays or the Mondays, when you guys have GT Challenge. But I mean, even these practices I think are crucial, because you're going above and beyond setting up 2 practices here where we can really learn a lot.
It's a great opportunity for the guys, and that's where we kind of find, we can usually tell by week 5 who we think may be here next season or not.
Right, right.
Because of the dedication, and that's why we usually have 10 to 12 guys that rotate in and out each season. We may latch on to a couple that really want to work on their racecraft, and they're in it for a little bit more intimate reason than somebody that's just trying to race and have fun racing. So,
Right.
There's many leagues out there for that, and nothing, there's not, nothing against any of them, obviously. But if they, you guys know where we're at with our series.
Yeah, there's a difference, This is like family pretty much, man. It's, it's a big commitment.
Yeah, it is. It really is. And, my wife was saying a couple of weeks ago, she says, you're recovering, and, what are you going to do if there's a day here when you can't do this anymore? I mean, these guys rely so much. I mean, there's so many. I just can't even go on how this has become so huge over the last 8 years, And I said, I know it's a big part of so many of their lives. A lot of them look forward to it. We don't see it from that perspective because we're on the back end. But as a member, I would love to just be a member for a season, just so I could just experience it from the other side and be kind of fun. But,
yeah, I mean, like myself, I missed season 1 because I didn't know about it, and I've been in ever since.
Right.
It's something I look forward to every Monday, and I'll probably never win a race, but I'm having fun, and I try to be, polite and have good racecraft.
Absolutely.
Oh man, this is the most complete and funnest league I've ever been in, So, and I've,
my gosh.
Oh man, I put this above the others, as far as my commitment, So.
That's great. Well,
Yeah, we appreciate it too.
Yeah, it's just. Yeah, we've just kind of become one big family here. We have our little core base of 40 of us, and we'll just keep trying to get a few more in here that'll stick, but it'll take time. But we're certainly getting way more exposure. I mean, it's great to see the amount of drivers we have involved, and I think it just brings more exposure to the series. And the more we do that, the more we're going to just expand that collective group. And it just, we're just in another little growth spurt. You guys have been around long enough. You know how we go through these every year and a half or so.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So we just wanted to give you an update as to what's been going on so far.
Well, that's great. I appreciate it, guys.
And we'll keep trying. We'll keep trying. We'll
Sure.
Those opportunities will be there. For him to join us and.
Keep the door open, and it's, the ball's in his court now, and we'll just see how he does. And if he starts ending up in the hauler every week with the race marshal, he may figure out maybe I should do some of those practices.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I hate for that to be the reason, but yeah. Well, I do have one quick question for both of you while I have you, and this is just something that we were going to send a survey out, and I just want to kind of give it a go this week and see. I don't know if you noticed in the bulletin today the change in the practice times for Sunday.
Oh, I didn't see it yet.
Okay. How do you guys feel about that? With having that little window break around that dinner time between the two sessions, doing one a little bit earlier in the afternoon and then have the other one in the evening.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
Especially now that football and all that kind of stuff is out of the way.
Yeah, I know, exactly. Yeah. So,
How big is the window?
It's
I
back
think it
up.
starts like 1 p.m. Eastern time for 3 hours.
Yeah, it's 2 p.m. Eastern from 2 to 5, 1 p.m. Central.
The leader has just done a 132.6.
8 and then 8 o'clock to 11 Eastern. So it's
Okay.
It is a 3-hour window between the two now.
Okay, that's not bad.
Until 2, I think, for you, Edgar.
Yeah, and I'll probably miss part of the first session, but that's fine because I do the Absolute Beginners League races on Sunday.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you guys are doing that. That's right.
But that's fine,
It's on Facebook once in a while, how you
Yeah.
guys are doing that. That's cool. Yeah, that's neat. That's a very cool series. Mike, you still running in that?
I have not.
You haven't? Okay.
Pretty much been just this one, and the wife and some things going on around here really limited my time lately.
I understand. Yep, I do understand. That's about how my window's been here. I haven't
Yeah.
raced anything official in a long time.
Yeah.
I barely get any practice in. I just try to get in and have fun. And now I don't know that I'm gonna ever get back to being competitive. competitive again, but I'm just having a ball out here. You know, it's fun to just race, and, you know, I don't care who I'm racing with. If it's 10th, 12th, 15th, I don't care. Just give me a good race.
Yeah, I agree with that, you know.
Around my speed, that's all I need.
Well, and that's what we always have here, so that's nice, you know.
Yeah.
But we're definitely glad to have you back in here, man.
Well, I appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much. It's great to be back. I mean, yeah, I was away long enough, man. I was like, good golly, man, I kind of miss all the boys, you know.
I bet.
Oh, it was terrible, yeah.
Yeah, it's not the same without you.
Oh, well, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I agree, man. You feel a big part of this thing, you know.
Oh, well, thank you. It's a labor of love, I'll tell you. It's been a lot of years, and you just take such ownership with it, you know. It's great. We've been really blessed, all of us, to have all of us. I mean, really turned into something fun. So, I know there's a challenge with the TCR cars. We're gonna push through that. We'll get that figured out.
Yeah, they are a bit more aggressive.
Yeah.
It seems.
Yeah, we're gonna keep pushing on that topic a little bit to kind of get them to back down just a hair, because I understand why it's happening, and I can see. I mean, they have a lot of steam coming in there.
Yep.
They have to understand, you guys can't adjust quick, we can't adjust quick. I mean, when they throw that thing in there, there's such a different speed ratio with those entries that there's just no way for us to be able to adjust quick enough if they dive.
Right.
Like that.
And you know, that's the thing. I noticed that Barber, I mean, patience paid off for me. I was just, well, of course, until my PC rebooted. But, you know, going into those tight corners, you know, you have the brakes, the Mazdas, you can follow them through, and right on corner exit, you can get by. It's not that hard. You don't have to throw it in there, you know?
Yeah, they really don't. I think it's going to save them time not doing it.
I agree.
Into a corner, and Chad Parker, you know, went underneath me, and I could have let him go, but I didn't, and I made contact.
I saw that, Mike. But good on you for holding it in there, though.
Well, yeah, we made contact, and I kind of did it on purpose, because it was a silly move when you can, on exit of the corner, have all the time in the world to get by.
Yep.
Yeah, I was able to pass about 2 Mazdas after that corner on that short straight before the next S.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, it's interesting. We'll keep harping on them.
And you know, this thing rotates well. It rotates well on the brakes, which surprised me.
It does. Yeah. Man, I think you heard me mention on the mic, I got on to went into just a session with a bunch of cars in it, trying to put a load on my system earlier, and drove the Mazda for the first time with the new tire model at Lime Rock.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I cannot believe the realism of it, for one, with cold tires. The second thing, the ability of steering correction you have with those tires. You get that, you're able to correct some of those little slips and slides as you're getting that first lap in. You know, that back end's just a dancing. You can just kind of just cradle that wheel and just rock her around the track. I was shocked.
I can say
I'm impressed with it.
I can say after an hour and a half, boy, my arms are pooped.
I can't
Man.
even imagine.
Yeah, you're sawing at it.
Oh gosh, man. I would only go maybe 3 or 4 laps.
The guy ahead has just posted at 133.3.
I'm so out of shape from driving. I just really haven't. And of course, Monday night I go to start the race. I got like 4 laps of practice in, and my computer crashes. I get on the grid and kaboom! I lose the system. Couldn't get it up.
Oh no.
Couldn't get back into iRacing. It was. So I've been 2 days working on it. So I've missed 2 GT Challenge. Well, I shouldn't say that.
Oh man.
15 minutes of the first GT Challenge race, and the computer was glitching and hanging up and giving me that stutter.
Oh yeah.
Coming into the bus stop, and kaboom! I'm off track, into the wall, into the night. So, yeah, I've started a few races with the series this year.
Yeah.
I made it through 1.
Oh, I know your pain, man. I've been dealing with stuff myself. It sucks.
Oh, you have? I know, it's awful. Oh gosh, Yeah, I hate to hear that, Edgar. Man.
But you know what you were talking about the Mazdas, man. You should watch John Allen and DJ. Sometimes they're sideways through so many corners. It's just crazy to me how they're hanging on to it.
Yeah, DJ is something else. I mean, he's sawing at that thing. He doesn't care if that thing's 30 degrees hanging out there, man. He just whoop whoop.
Yeah. I don't know how he brings it back.
I don't either. That's amazing. Yeah. Oh gosh. Well, guys, I'm gonna have to head out of my seat.
Greg, can I come through? I'm on a really good hot lap.
I think I've
Go for it.
done my body in for today.
All right, Kevin.
Okay,
Well, hope you feel okay.
Absolutely. We'll talk soon. We'll see you Sunday for sure.
Sounds good, buddy. Take care.
Sounds good. Guys, thanks so much for your help. Appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
Left your channel.
Well, we'll move on from here.
Yeah. No, I think that was perfect. That was perfect, Mike. So thank you for doing that too. And
No problem.
you know, like he's got the schedule. You know, balls in his court.
Yep. Absolutely. I'm not going to send any more emails or.
No, because we've provided the info. We've provided videos. We've provided the times, hosting sessions. So.
And if he shows up, you know, only on race day for practice and expects us to help him, that's not the right time to do it.
I agree with you. That's when we're trying to get our shit together.
That's right.
You know, really iron things out. So yeah, you can't do it then. It has to be on these practices, you know, and there's plenty of that. Like I was saying, it's generous enough that the guys are putting up 2 practices on Wednesdays and Sundays. That's up from previous seasons. That's plenty of time, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if he shows up for race and wants help, I'm going to say sorry. This is not the right time. I said, I'll tell him if you want to do it on Wednesday or Sunday, you know, fine.
Yeah, we'll be happy
not
to.
on race day.
Yep, I agree. Oh man, you gonna go out again?
Yeah, I got to do it for a little while yet.
Yeah, I think I will for a little bit, and then I'll probably start hanging out with the girls and cook dinner.
Okay,
Man,
buddy.
All right, let's go out there and try to hammer out some laps. How much time is left? Oh, 42 minutes. Okay.
The guy behind has just done a 133.8. Track's clear. Push, push, push. E4.
Damn, these cold tires. I get so nervous on the first couple of laps of the race because of the cold tires.
Yeah, you went for that pit stop and all of a sudden you come back out and you can't drive the same as you were.
Yeah, it's such a difference.
32.5.
Joellen, I got to stop for a minute.
No problem. I just went off, so I'll be back in the pits.
Watch your mirrors, there's a car approaching.
She made it safely back to the hotel.
Oh, good, good. I'm glad to hear that. So she's all good. Van is parked and she's inside.
Yep.
Oh, that's good. Well, now you can drive with a little more calm and ease, huh?
Oh yeah, sure.
Man, I'm glad she made it back. It literally was about half an hour, wasn't it?
Yeah. And tomorrow she's supposed to go pick up her mother and take her back to her actual home.
Oh my, yeah. So that's what's gonna happen, huh?
Yeah, there's supposed to be a visiting nurse stopping twice a week, and then her brother's supposed to help set out meds and so on. I'm not
Oh,
sure he's
wow.
capable of doing that, and with the hoarding issue and everything that her mother has, I'm afraid that visiting nurses aren't going to continue for very long.
Yeah, might have to be down there again, huh? But there's only so much she can do, too, though.
Exactly. I mean, she brought it all
Sector
on
1 is
herself.
1.5 off the pace.
Hey, Greg.
Lado izquierdo. Despejado a la izquierda.
Yeah, you're...
Oh, nice to see both you guys in here. Man, it feels so different going from that Mazda to this now. So it's such a different way to drive.
You're now 3.1 seconds off the leader's pace. That lap was at 135.6.
Did I just see you over there in the grass?
Yeah, she keeps texting me, so
Oh, okay.
stay in the pits for a while.
P4. Sector 2 is 0.4 off the pace. Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.4 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.3 off the pace. You've just done at 134.0. Sector 2 is 0.4 off the pace. You're currently 1.5 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.4 off the pace. Sector 1 is 1.3 off the pace.
Surprised Evan's not in here. I should have sent him a message.
Sector 2 is 0.8 off the pace. That puts you 2.5 seconds off the pace. Sector 1 is 1.3 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.8 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.4 off the pace.
Thank you.
You're 0.2 off the pace in Sector 1. B3, that's your fastest lap. You're now 0.6 off the pace. Sectors 2 and 3 are 0.2 off the pace. You're 0.2 off the pace in Sector 1. That lap time was 1:33.0. Okay, Ed, 10 minutes of fuel remaining. You're outside of track limits there. The guy ahead's last lap time is a 1:32.5.
Coche a tu izquierda.
Thank you.
Despejado a la izquierda.
Yellow flag, watch out.
Te Te queda combustible como para 5 vueltas.
Sector 1 is 0.2 off the pace. Good lad, that's your best in the session. You're currently 0.5 off the pace. Sectors 1 and 2 are 0.2 off the pace. You're 0.2 off the pace in Sector 3. You're 1/10 off the pace in Sector 2.
Tienes un coche lento a la izquierda. Pasa a la derecha.
Pinball, huh?
Pinball wizard.
You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 1. You're 1/10 off the pace in Sector 2. Sector 3 is 0.2 off the pace. Can you confirm you're okay? Please add yellow flag.
Parece que tienes algún problema en el motor.
Oh, that's good. How's that setup feeling for you?
Don't know. Haven't made it all the way around yet.
Oh, okay. Wondered if it might be a little loose since he likes to, but it could just be the driving, I don't know.
Right now it feels a little loose, but I think it's just the cold tires.
I see. Well, I think this is about as fast as I can get this car.
Vamos, vamos, vamos.
Its exit looks clear.
So Joellen is gonna come home then on the weekend still? It's still the same plan?
Yeah, she's looking at hopefully coming home Saturday now.
Okay, hopefully she beats that storm. Yeah.
Well, I'm on a good lap so far.
Nice. Don't worry about me. I'm on an out lap, so I'll just stay behind.
Lado izquierdo. Despejado a la izquierda.
That didn't mess up your line, did it?
Nope, it's fine. Yeah, this is feeling pretty good so far.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Make sure you save that setup.
Oh yeah.
Sector 2 is 0.8 off the pace. That puts you 2.6 off the leader's pace. Sector 1 is 1.2 seconds off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.8 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace. That's 20 minutes to go, 20 minutes. Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace. Sectors 1 and 2 are 0.6 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.5 off the pace. Okay, Ed, we need to watch these track limits.
Coche a tu izquierda. Despejado a la izquierda. That's your fastest lap today. You're currently 0.3 off the pace. Sectors 2 and 3 are a tenth down. Sector 1 time's okay. That lap time was 1:32.8. We need to watch these track limits.
Well, I think I'm going to call it a night.
Yeah, I'm getting close too.
Okay, Ed, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
Yeah, I think I'm actually... Go ahead.
We talked with Kevin about Oliver.
Yeah, it's a good idea. You know, honestly, I don't want to sound rude, but I think that some guys, when they first join iRacing, you really don't have an idea of what it is. You know, you can play any of the other simulators, and it's a total different experience than what this is.
Yeah, very true.
So I think that, you know, a lot of guys come into it not knowing what they're getting into, and especially if you're to dive into Extreme, one of these leagues, instead of going through maybe a whole season of rookies and getting that license on iRacing, you really don't understand it yet.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a D license. That's as far as he's gone.
Yeah,
and like I said, he joined December 30th.
Right. So, I mean, the rookie program goes rookie, and then it goes, what, D license, and then C?
Yep. B, and then A, and then Pro.
Okay, so he's basically fresh out of rookies, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, I can understand that. I mean, I gotta say, even in official races, it's such a different experience going from D to C and B, you know? Once we wind up in B, it's totally different than what it was in rookie and D class.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie. There's times I've done time trials just to keep my A license, and then I jump into an F1 A license race, and oh boy, it's a wake up call.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a B, and I really haven't tried to go any further.
Yeah, it's eye opening. But then there's guys that do, like I was saying. You can time trial your way all the way up to A license, but you really have no racecraft once you're running in those quick cars.
I thought they were two separate licenses.
Which one?
Time trial and racing.
You can have different stats for it, but you can get your road A license by doing time trials just because you hit the 4.0 safety rating.
Okay.
Kind of a loophole, but then, I mean, I've ran some of the F1 races in both the McLaren and the Williams, and I've been well off the pace at Monza against the A license cars or guys. I mean, I was able to race clean, but I was just trying to maintain.
I have a question for you.
Sure.
Why is it when you sign in now, it asks you if you're a robot?
You know what? I noticed that also, and you have to verify with the picture tiles, right?
Well, I don't know. You got to check the robot box and then put in your email or whatever and your password.
Oh, okay. Because for me, when I went to log in, I do I put in my credentials, and then I do the check mark for the robot thing, and then pop-up comes up where like it'll ask you, click on all the tiles that have a traffic light. I click those, and then I click verify, and then it lets me in.
Oh, really? Yeah, that I don't have to do. I just
Oh,
have
that's
to do
good.
my email,
Yeah.
my password, and then check that robot thing.
Huh. That's interesting that you're not getting that. Maybe you have a pop-up blocker that's not letting it pop up, but yeah, mine's not catching it, so I have to go through it. But I think it's just an extra layer of security for them.
Yeah, I mean, I could never. I've seen that other places, and I go,
Yeah.
What's the sense of it?
Just for them to, I guess some people could write a script, that would follow this. Like at work, we have a little Arduino board, a little circuit board, and you can program it to basically log you into a computer and follow all these different steps. So somebody out there could do that with iRacing. They could create a little script basically giving the instructions to the circuit board that would allow it to put in somebody's username, put in a password, click the login by hitting tab over to sign in and all that, and it could continue going. And you could even enter a race through all those commands.
Okay, kind of like having something that reads a credit card too.
Right, right. So yeah, so I mean, you could literally even make purchases, if you program one of those little circuit boards. So that's why they say, "Are you a robot?" Prove that you're not.
Okay, Ed,
Because
10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
like I was saying, when you have that thing pop up with the tiles, you have to be looking at it, and it'll ask. Sometimes it comes up with a different one that'll ask you. It's always random. It'll ask you like, click on all the school buses in the picture, and then you click verify. So if you had one of those circuit boards and you have the set of instructions in it, it wouldn't be able to do that because it's not. It would. It always has to be the same. The procedure.
Yeah.
It doesn't account for the differences.
Okay. I'm out of here.
All right, buddy. Me too. I'm gonna go cook dinner and say
right.
hi to the girls. Take care and let me know if Joellen makes it home safe, okay? You guys be safe, okay? And hopefully have a good weekend. I'll see you on Sunday too.
Okay.
All right,
Bye-bye.
bye. Bye.
User disconnected from your channel. Disconnected.